Okay. We are now live. Today is Monday, April the 27th, the year of our Lord 2020, and this is this week's edition of Uplift with Cliff. And as you know, I am your host, Cliff Long, CEO of the Orlando Regional Realtor Association, the best association in America. I have something this week that I want to do a little bit different, and I want to kick us off with a little bit of music. So just bear with me right here, but you may not recognize it. Now, some of you will recognize this music. If you recognize it, if you are a product of the late 80s and early 90s and you ever watched NBA basketball, you immediately recognize the music in the background as the song that would come on when the Chicago Bulls were getting ready to play on television. So they would say, the announcer would be getting the crowd into it, and obviously they would, the other team had just been introduced. And at the end of the other team's introduction, the announcer would come on and he'd say, "And now, ladies and gentlemen, your NBA champion, Chicago Bulls." And then at that point, he would start to talk about, he'd name the players. And there was a host of players from throughout the years, from Paxson to Pippen to Horace Grant to none other than the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. And that at that moment, the crowd would go wild. But they went wild not just because it was the hometown team, not because it was the NBA champs, but because the GOAT was getting ready to play. The greatest of all time, the one that packed the house, the one that everyone wanted to see and to hear, none other than Michael Jordan himself. And Michael Jordan would literally step out onto the floor and he would electrify the crowd. He'd do moves. He had this swagger about him. He had this superior confidence. But a lot of people don't know where the confidence came from. The confidence didn't start there as a Chicago Bull. The confidence didn't start when he was a freshman or won the national championship at North Carolina. The confidence started way back when Michael Jordan was in high school, and his freshman year, he got cut. Yes, the greatest of all time got cut from the high school team. But what happened when that happened was a fire was lit inside of Michael Jordan that made the competitor that he is today. And that competitive energy absolutely fueled an entire career. So right now, my members, you're going through a situation. You're going through some circumstances. You're going through an unprecedented pandemic in history. What's inside you? What's burning inside you? What's going to make you become the GOAT that's inside you? That's what today's Uplift with Cliff is about. We're going to talk about people who went through adversity but came out on the other side as champions. I want to dedicate today's message to all of my property management people, the people in vacation rentals. You're taking it on the chin. Life doesn't seem fair. All I need you to do is hold on. So I know times are getting tough today, but my message to you today is don't quit. I know you're looking at your assets, you're looking at your money. I know that things are hard for you because your business is failing and this COVID coronavirus thing is taking its toll. My message for you is don't quit. I know that there's the old saying that says romance without finance is a nuisance. Things are getting tough at home. You're starting to argue, you got cabin fever, you've been there with your children, your husband, your spouse, your wife. Don't quit. This thing's going to get better. Remember that it's always darkest before the light. A lot of people have gone through what you're going through right now, and they came out on top. This virus is here to make you. This situation is here to make you. This slowdown in your business is here to make you. It is time now for you to step up and stand up and be the champion, be the GOAT that this thing's going to make you. My first message, as I said, is don't quit. I know a lot of members are reaching out to the association. You've got it difficult. Things are happening. You're asking us to do more. We're doing everything we can. A lot of the changes and things that have happened within the Florida landscape quietly have been a result of some of the lobbying of some of our members. We're doing everything we can, and I know your business is being affected. I'm here today to tell you one more time, don't quit. Hang in there. Get ready. This thing is going to ease up, but you've got to be ready when the floodgates open so that you can go out there and do your thing. Your business is going to be okay. I know that you're losing money. I know that you have commitments. I know that it's affecting your business and it's going to affect it in the long run. I absolutely know that. I'm still here today to tell you, don't quit. Whatever you do, don't quit. Make the change, rearrange, move some things, push them out, keep on pushing it out, but don't quit. You've built this business from the ground up. You and your blood, your sweat, your tears, and the efforts of everyone around you is what has gotten you to this point. Don't quit. I know that your bank accounts are looking bad. I know that the finances are looking bad. I know that you've got power bills and water bills and all sorts of other responsibilities. Don't quit. It's going to end. This thing's going to make your business stronger. It's going to make you a better business owner. Just don't quit. There's only one surefire way to ensure that your dream will not happen, and that's if you quit. There's only one surefire way to ensure that your dream will not happen and that it won't happen, and that's if you quit. Right now, you've got to have something that's burning inside you. You've got to light a fire that's burning in your belly. It's going to make you be the one that gets up, and you will not quit, no matter what. Listen, life is going to throw you plenty more curveballs, fastballs, some sliders. This is not the last tough thing you will go through. Please understand that this thing that we're going through right now is setting you up for greatness. The TV behind me says, what makes Michael Jordan the GOAT? What makes Gretzky the GOAT? What makes Beckham the GOAT? What makes all these great athletes the greatest of all time? They did not quit. They lost. They missed their shot. People booed them. What does it feel like to have 10, 15, 20,000 people boo you in a stadium as you walk out? But before you ever get into your car, you got to make it up in your mind. I'm not quitting. I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to shoot one more shot. I'm going to swing the hockey stick one more time. You cannot quit. I know you're taking it on the chin. What you got to understand is that quitting is the precursor to losing. Quitting, if you stop right now, if you fold in the towel, that's the precursor to you starting your entire life all over again, and you will never, ever get back to this point. Don't quit. Make the change. Make a new partner, come up with a new business plan, but don't get out of the business. Other people will talk about getting out of the business. Other people will say that this business isn't for me. It is for you. Point number 2, don't accept their no. I can't tell you where I would be today if every time somebody told me my idea was crazy or no, or that it wouldn't happen for me. I would have quit a long time ago. People will tell you that you can't rebound. People will tell you that they're going to default on the loan. People will tell you all sorts of things regarding your dream and your business. You can't listen to what they say. And that includes that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you that everything's going down and things are going bad. Don't accept their no. Don't accept anyone else's negativity in your life. Right now, it's got to be you singularly focused on your business with a mindset that no matter what, I'm not going to quit. It's got to be you sitting there looking at your books, the ones that don't add up, saying no matter what, I'm not going to quit. It's going to be you sitting down looking at all of your clients, your client list dating back 1, 2, 3, 4 years, the ones you're about to call and remind that you're still in the business so that they know you have not quit. Orlando is getting ready to open back up, and when it does, as I said earlier in my previous uplifts, it's going to be a floodgate. Your moment is coming, but it will not come if you quit and changed professions and gone into something else. I know that steady job is looking good right now. I know that 9 to 5 is looking good right now. I know that Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Cigna, or United Healthcare that they're offering at that other job is looking good right now. But don't you quit. Don't you be tempted by that. Don't you look over there. You better get it in your mind and in your heart that you'd rather die than give up on yourself. I remember once when I gave up on myself. I had 2 businesses at one time. I was making more money than I ever made in my life. But you know, I gave in to the sure thing. And today, when I look back, that's one of the few regrets that I have in my life, is that I didn't continue to work the business that I began. That's why I bulldogged this association. That's why when I work now, I never look back. I've quit on myself before, and I look at the setback, and I said to myself, I'll never let that happen to me again. And don't you let it happen to you. Don't you quit. Don't you accept their no. Don't you accept their negativity. Don't you accept their circumstances. I love it when people come to me and say, we tried that before and it didn't work. And I correct them and I said, no, it didn't work for you. I expect it to work for me because I expect to be successful. Because you know what? I'm not going to quit no matter what. Even if it doesn't work the first time, it'll work for me the second time. If it doesn't work for me the second time, it'll work for me the third time. I'll make the adjustment. I'll change what it looks like. I'll change what it sounds like. I'll change where it comes from, but I will not quit. And that thing that beat you won't beat me. It's going to work for me, and it's what's going to make me the GOAT in my industry. It's what's going to make me the greatest of all time. My point number 3 is you've got to believe in yourself. Yes, you've got to believe in yourself. The problem is when you start to think about quitting and your business is looking bad and you don't have anyone to talk to, you have not gotten down to the no matter what moment inside you. Yes, where is your no matter what? Have you reached that moment yet? You should have come to that point in life right now. The no matter what moment is exactly what it says. No matter what, I'm not quitting. No matter what, we're not turning back. No matter what, we're not throwing in the towel. We're going to make the adjustment. We're going to make some calls. We're going to get on our knees and beg, but we're not quitting. No matter what, my real estate business is going to be successful. No matter what, my property management business is going to be successful. No matter what, I'm coming out stronger with my vacation rental. No matter what, my husband, this family business that we've started, no matter what, we're not quitting. We're not turning back. We will make the adjustment, but we're not turning back. Have you got to your no matter what inside you? If you haven't, then you're shaking. If you haven't, then you're looking to the left. See, the people who have already made up their mind that no matter what, I'm not quitting, those people, yes, they have the same problems you do, but they've got a different peace of mind. Those people have peace in their heart because they know it doesn't look good, but no matter what, we're not quitting. No matter what, we're staying in business. No matter what, our business will prosper. Have you gotten to your no matter what moment yet? Have you gotten to your no matter what moment yet? The moment where you come to the conclusion that I will not quit. That's what today's uplift is about. Not quitting, not accepting the negativity, and getting a no matter what moment in your heart. There's a Roman playwright. His name was Terence. And Terence said, I am human, and nothing that is human is incapable to me. I am human, and nothing that is human is incapable to me. In short, if they can do it, and if they can do it, and if he can do it, and if she can do it, and if any other human being can do it, I can do it. If any other human being can make it over, I can make it over. I want to ask you a question today. Why not you? Why aren't you the one that's going to be the example for everybody? Why not you? Why not you in your business? Why can't you be the one that's standing up on stage, that's receiving the award, that's giving the speech? Why not you? Why must it be you that fails? I'm here today to tell you one more time, it's not supposed to be you. It's not supposed to be you that goes out of business. It's not supposed to be you that quits. It's not supposed to be you that goes under. It's supposed to be you receiving the award. It's supposed to be you giving the lecture. It's supposed to be you shaking the hand. Not why not you. If anybody else can do it, so can you. We're all in the same little bit of hell together. But you know what? I'm climbing out. We're all in the same boat. But you know what? I'm still rowing. I'm still bailing water. We're all on the same icy mountain. But you know what? I'm still climbing. Because I can be the one that reaches the top. I can be the one that reaches the shore. I can be the one that the Lord reaches down and pulls out of hell. I believe in me to the very end. Do you believe in yourself to the very end? Don't you quit. Get up today and look at the books. Get up today and look at the client list. Get up today and make the calls. Add some life back to your business today. But whatever you do, don't you quit. Some of the most famous people on earth have been through the same circumstances. Today it's the coronavirus, but there are people who you look at every day who've gone through hellacious situations and they have come out on top. The first one I want to talk about is Halle Berry. Halle Berry, yes, the one you know, she was a struggling actress. But did you know that she moved to a homeless shelter when her cash ran out? Yes, she was in business for herself as well, but when it got tough, she didn't quit. She didn't go back home. She literally went to a homeless shelter and moved in and kept up with her dream. Many of you know actor and comedian Jim Carrey. He's famous for all of the things that make you laugh. But as a child, Jim Carrey spent a part of his time with his father literally living out of their van because they couldn't all afford to live in the same house, so he and his father lived in the van. And he even quit school at the age of 15 to support his family. This little bitty circumstance you're going through, it may be big to you, but other people have gone through this. Other people have beat this situation. Long before there was American Idol, Kelly Clarkson, while she was trying to make it as a singer in LA, she was forced to live in her car after she lost her apartment to a fire. Soon after that, she went back home to Texas, heard about American Idol, auditioned, and the rest is history. But what if she had quit when it was time for her to live in her car? If Kelly Clarkson can do it, you can do it. There's nothing that any other man can do or has done that I can't do, that you can't do, that we won't do together. Let's talk about 007, Daniel Craig. Before he was the blue-eyed, gorgeous guy that you guys see, he slept on park benches. Yes, Daniel Craig in the UK slept on park benches because he was homeless. He didn't just jump up on the TV screen. He was homeless, but he did what it took. He believed in his heart that he was supposed to be an actor, and today we all look, adore, and worship him when he walks by. Let's talk about the music industry. This is one that I absolutely love because some of my realtors, mi familia, my people from New York, my people who've gone through the hard stuff, my people who come to me in secret, who talk to me about coming from the streets, what it's like to be on the street, this one I love. Ella Fitzgerald. Yes, Ella Fitzgerald. After escaping from a state reformatory school in New York, escaping from prison. Yes, escaping from reform school. After Ella Fitzgerald escaped from reform school in upstate New York, she was homeless. She survived by singing on the streets of Harlem before making her debut at amateur nights at the Apollo Theater. Come on. This lady sang on street corners. First of all, she escaped from prison. She escaped from reformatory school. But she didn't cry over that spilled milk. After she escaped, she didn't go into hiding. She literally went to the street corners of Harlem and started singing until she got her chance to be on the Apollo. Come on. If these people can do it, I know you can do it. And if they can do it, I know we can do it together. Let's talk about Steve Harvey. Struggled for years before making it big. Included a bout of homelessness in the 80s where he literally lived in his car. Come on. He lived in his car and showered at gas stations or at public swimming pools. How bad do you want this? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. How bad do you want this? How bad do you want your business to be successful? How bad do you want to be the one standing on stage? How bad do you want to be a top producer? Is it, oh my God, I don't have a client to talk to bad? Or is it, live in his car, shower in gas station, and in public. Swimming pools bad. Because if you don't want it that bad, you're not going to be the one standing on stage. Because you won't ever teach me anything till you've been through what I've been through. Until you've had some hard times, till you've got the bumps and bruises, you can't talk to me. Because I've been through some hard times, and I fought to get here in this chair to be here talking to you today. And doggone it, you're going to make it through this moment, and you're going to be that one standing up on stage as well. You can do this. Don't you quit. You've got to not listen to their negativity, and you've got to get a no matter what in your heart. My last one is Jenny from the block. Everybody knows J-Lo. Everybody sees her today with her, her fiance, her husband, and A-Rod. They're looking good. They look like this power couple. But long before she was Jenny from the block, long before she was dancing in Living Color, her mom and dad put her out the house. And when they put her out the house, she didn't give up on her dreams. She went to the dance studio, asked the instructor, and she slept on a cot in the back of the dance studio. She was homeless. She had no place to go. She slept on that cot, and she literally danced her butt off. Or did she dance it in, or did she? Well, I'll leave that alone. Either way it goes, unsurmountable circumstances. J-Lo went through them all. And there's others. It's not just them. Chris Pratt, Lil' Kim, Sam Worthington, Dr. Phil, Jim Morrison, Colonel Sanders. All these people were homeless and literally slept in their cars until they had their big break. So what do we have here? We've got a coronavirus. We've got COVID-19. We've got a pandemic. We've got a situation that's unprecedented that we're going through, and it's affecting your business. Ladies and gentlemen, every realtor, property manager, vacation rental person, if you're within the sound of my voice, this too shall pass. This is just one moment in time. It is not the moment in time. But you do need to allow it to be the moment that you got it in your head that I was not going to quit. It does need to be the moment that you got it in your heart that I will never give up. It does need to be the moment that you cancel out all the negativity that you hear from other people and that you focus on your business and you say, we will survive. My business will thrive. This moment, this time, allow this to be the thing that turns you around, that makes you the greatest realtor ever. The one that allows you to be the greatest, the GOAT, the one that they all look at, the one that they all talk about, the one that they all go to. This is your moment. If they did it, you can do it. And if you can do it, we can do it. And if we can do it together, we've got each other, we can make this thing happen. This week's Uplift with Cliff, as I said earlier, is dedicated to my property managers and those who are in the vacation rental business. Don't you quit. Times are tough. Don't you give up. The Association of Realtors loves you. I love you. And as I come to my close, I want you to know if there's anything that you need, reach out to us. We may not be able to change everything that you're going through the moment that you're going through it. But what we can do is lock hands and walk into this thing together. You're not alone. The Orlando Regional Realtor Association loves you and cares about you. And I'm your CEO, Cliff Long. I love you and care about you too. That's been this week's Uplift with Cliff. Now a little bit more music. Goodbye.